Hello, everyone. I'm Krista Covey, president of First Flight Venture Center. As many of you may know, First Flight is a science-focused incubator located in the Research Triangle Park here in North Carolina. Our mission is to support startups from ideation to commercialization and beyond. And while we are always focused on how we can best serve our entrepreneur community, we've identified a gap in resources to help them achieve success. Many startups have trouble getting access to prototyping and additive manufacturing equipment that's affordable, provides real-time access, and comes with training. So in 2016, through the I-6 Economic Development Administration grant, we received funding to establish Hangar6. And we were fortunate to have ARE, Alexander Real Estate, provide space for us on their campus. Recently, just this past September, First Flight was selected from over 600 applicants as North Carolina's only grant recipient for the new EDA Venture Challenge Award by the U.S. Department of Commerce to expand our operations. The Hangar6 expansion responds to the unmet needs of companies and entrepreneurs in North Carolina by delivering top-tier additive manufacturing education, expert design assistance, and more advanced prototyping equipment, such as metal printing, advanced 3D printing options, and advanced metal laser cutting in North Carolina companies and entrepreneurs. In the coming months, you'll see us collaborate with a whole host of partners, including engineering firms, economic development organizations, marketing, design, and business consultants to offer new programs to help entrepreneurs improve time to market, capital efficiencies, and better design fabrication parts, thus enhancing their ability to raise capital or produce new products in a competitive marketplace. I want to take a moment, though, to thank some of these partners, which are not comprehensive of the grant support partners. But a big thank you to Alexander Real Estate, Caterpillar, Eva Garland Consulting, Trig, Touchstone 3D, Hutchison, North Carolina Manufacturing Extension Partnership, NCIDEA Foundation, and the Economic Development Administration, But of all the resources and equipment we have at Hangar6, I want to introduce you to the most valuable asset we have, Sam Durrani, our Hangar6 shop manager. Sam has extensive experience in running prototyping operations, and while we are thrilled about the new advanced equipment that we will be able to offer North Carolina entrepreneurs and companies, nothing compares to having a leader in the shop with passion and knowledge to help startups think through and conquer prototyping challenges that face them. And before I go and turn the rest of the session over to Sam, I just want to thank you all for joining us online. I hope you enjoy our short virtual tour this morning with the hopes that you will join us in person for a safe, socially distanced tour and register for a chance to win free Hangar6 memberships to help you design and develop your prototypes. All right, so now Sam, take it away.
Thank you, Krista. I appreciate that introduction. Thank you everyone for joining us this morning. As Krista said, I am the shop manager at Hangar6. And just so you can hear me well, I will be taking off my mask. We are practicing social distancing here and masks are required. But for the sake of clarity on this video, I will be taking this off. So thank you again very much. Just a little bit about myself. I have my bachelor's in science, biological sciences and genetics from NC State. I did that for a number of years and I decided that I wanted to go back to school. And I went back and got my master's in industrial design from the College of Design at NC State. And I have well over 18 years of shop fabrication and prototyping experience. I'm well versed in materials, manufacturing processes, and honestly, I love this stuff. I'm here to help you. I'm here to support you. I'm here to help you solve your problems and get that idea you have on into a physical prototype so you can move on to the next step of creating your dream. A little bit about Hangar6. We have been open since 2017 and we have made a substantial impact. Since we opened our doors, we've had over 88 technical meetings with members. We provided 190 mentoring and coaching sessions. We've helped launch over 29 new products and over 1,100 hours of prototyping has happened at our space and on our equipment. We've also helped produce over 490 unique components and parts and pieces at our facility since we opened up our doors. Since launching in 2017, we have definitely grown and we're hoping to continue to meet the needs of our community. Recently, because of the new EDA opportunity, we've been able to expand our square footage. expand our services and capabilities, and we've freshened up our brand to better match First Flight branding. And we have moved to a new location. So we are still located at 6 Davis Drive, but now we are inside the Alexandria building at 6 Davis Drive. We've added more square footage. We have new equipment and resources. Parking continues to be free here, with the added benefit of a more secure location for all of our members. All members will have individual key fobs and door codes to access our new facility. The new Hangar 6 shop is composed of 5 new workspaces. We have our main workroom, we have our wood shop, our fabrication shop, our 3D printing space, and the space that we affectionately call the bunker. Let's go ahead and take a look at these spaces, and we'll do a guided tour. Afterwards, we will have a live Q&A session. Please hang out, and we're happy to answer your questions as we move forward. Thank you. All right. Welcome to the new Hangar 6. Let's take a look at our new space. This is our workshop. As I mentioned, we do practice social distancing here, and we do have tours available, so make sure to book time and get yourself on a tour as well later today. Let's take a look at our space. So this is our main workshop. The main addition you'll see compared to our last facility is we have a lot more storage room. And we also have the addition of brand new rentable lockers that are available to our members. These are fantastic. You can rent these by the month, and you can store your sensitive IP, your raw material, as well as your tools. Right beside that, we have our 3D scanner. This is the Eindscan Pro Plus with the capability of scanning incredibly high resolution files and components. It's perfect for reverse engineering or just scanning in that rough prototype that you want to take into CAD and continue iterating on top of it. As we rotate around this way, you can see the rest of the workspace. See, we have 6 workbenches available for all members to fabricate and produce parts on, a dedicated power for those workbenches. And over here, we have our industrial sewing machine. This is Sailrite. This guy's out of Indiana. This is a heavy-duty industrial sewing machine capable of sewing up to 9 layers of industrial grade fabric at once. I provide all the line for it, and I can teach you how to use this machine in 20 minutes or less. We have a new pattern table that goes along with it, so you can roll out a whole bolt of industrial fabric to create your soft goods project. Over here in the corner, you'll see one of our 2 large tool chests. It's full of hand tools and power tools available for all our members to use. Right behind me, behind this door, is our new rentable IP secure workshop. So this is a small 9x9 workshop that you can rent by the month if you have a large project that you're working on, something that doesn't make sense to wheel out to your car every day. You can actually rent this by the month and secure your IP behind these doors, do some of your manufacturing behind these doors, and know that your project is safe until you're ready to take it out of here. Right beside that is our vinyl cutter. This vinyl cutter is available to all our members. I do have some vinyls in stock, but currently members have to provide their own vinyls for this. But we can take your file and we can cut a variety of logos, instructions, and other components that you might need to create that fully functional prototype. Now let's take a look at our wood shop. So right this way, you'll find the new Hangar 6 2.0 wood shop. The first thing you'll notice if you look up ahead is our dust collecting system. So this is our new cyclone-powered dust collecting system connecting all of the equipment in our shop. This allows us to easily capture over 99% of the dust that we created here, producing a much safer work environment for all our members. Over here in this corner, you'll see our mini CNC router. This little workhorse is fantastic for cutting a variety of materials, and something that we're actually hoping to upgrade in the spring of 2021 to a 4x8 CNC alpha shop line. Right beside that, you'll find our mini CNC mill. This little guy is capable of cutting a variety of materials, and it's great for doing small scale CNC projects. Here you'll see another tool chest full of a variety of woodworking tools and other standard tools and power tools ready for our members' use. Here in this corner, definitely a very welcome addition to our new shop compared to our old space is a utility sink. So this is great for washing off your parts, cleaning your hands, and getting things nice and clean and ready to move on to the next step. Over here, you'll find 4 dedicated workbenches just for the wood shop. And as we move along here, you can see this is our cabinet grade table saw available for our members to use. And here you can take a better look at our cyclone system in the back. And beside that, we have our new chop saw station, as well as a lot more storage than our previous shop for sure. As we make our way around, you can see some of our other woodworking equipment. We have our disc sander, we have our bandsaw, our router table, as well as our drill press. We have a variety of cutters and tools and everything that you need available for this equipment. Training on these doesn't take very long at all, and we can have you up and running, working on your projects in no time. Why don't we head this way, and I'll show you our new fabrication shop. So, the fabrication shop is located right off the main workspace, and in here you'll find a variety of equipment that's perfect for working with metals and plastics. First, you'll see here in the corner is our mini mill. So this is our mini mill with drill capabilities. It has a DRO, so it's perfect for doing precision milling and drilling operations on metals and plastics. Behind me, you will find our electronics station. Electronics station is fully loaded with a soldering, reflow heater, power supplies, oscilloscope, and all the basics that you need to do some solid state electronics work. Over here in this corner, you will find our gunsmithing lathe. This is a 13 by 40 high precision gunsmithing lathe. It also has a DRO attachment that allows you to produce really high precision parts. Training on this guy is about an hour for our intro class, and we can definitely get you started so you can begin doing lathe work. Right beside that, you will find our horizontal bandsaw. This is our horizontal bandsaw with auto feed. This makes quick work of cutting down raw plastics and raw metals, so you don't have to spend the whole day at a workbench with a hacksaw. And behind me, you will find our metal forming equipment. Right here in the corner, this light gray machine, this is our metal shear. It's perfect for cutting down raw metal stock. Excuse me. There we go. All right. It's perfect for cutting down our raw metal stock so you can move on to other operations. Here on this main workbench, you can find a hand tapper, a notcher for nibbling away at metal, a slip roller that's capable of producing a variety of curves and different pieces of metal. And here on the end, you will find our 20-ton shop press finger brake. This has the capability of bending a variety of different metals. We can move these fingers around to produce more complicated brackets and components, and it has the ability of bending really tight bends very close together. Over here in this corner, you'll find our pan and box brake. This pan and box brake is capable of bending a variety of different gauges of metal, and it's great for producing 90-degree bends as well as more complicated bends in parts that you're working on. Last but not least, in this space, you'll find our CO2 laser cutter. This is our approximately 50 by 32-inch bed laser cutter with the capabilities of cutting up to 3/8 thick acrylic. This is a sample of just some leftover parts of 1/4-inch acrylic on here. We can also cut a variety of other materials on this machine, depending on what you need to cut. We can cut foams, rubbers, silicones, wood, all at varying thicknesses depending on what you're doing. But with 150 watts of power behind us, we definitely are capable of cutting a variety of materials. This machine, as well as a variety of other machines in this space and the entire shop, are available to all of our members, and most of them you can book time on. So when you come down here from your lab, your office, wherever it is you might be coming from, that piece of equipment is waiting for you to use. Training is included on all the equipment, and we'll train you and get you ready to use all this equipment and empower you and help guide you along as you work towards a fully functional prototype for your project. Now let's head this way and we can check out our 3D printing space. So right this way, in a separate space, you will find our 3D printers. Now, 3D printing is actually managed by our staff, so members don't even have to really touch this equipment. You provide us with your STL file, and we will add your part to the queue, and we'll help ensure that we create high quality parts for you with a quick turnaround time. First machine we get to is our Form 2 resin printer. This is a high resolution 3D printer capable of printing a variety of different resins. Here you can see a small sample part, and you can see the resolution in this Apollo astronaut model capabilities. But there's a variety of other new types of resins being introduced. This is a bellow that we designed a little while back that's actually printed, and the material is the equivalent of 50 durometer silicone after it's cured. So this material, as well as a variety of other materials, are available to our members. Behind me, you'll find 2 of our FDM printers. The first, the tall white machine, is our Ultimaker S5 Pro. That's actually a dual head extruder printer with the capability of printing multiple filaments at the same time. That's fantastic when you need to have supports for a part that you're fabricating, but you don't want to go through the trouble of removing those supports manually. So we can actually print a part with supports, like this little part as an example. So this would have supports all under here. We can print this part and then put it into a heated water bath overnight, and the supports just dissolve away, and you're left with a fully functional, high quality 3D printed part that's ready for the next step in your prototyping process. Beside that, you'll find our FunMat HT. This is a heated volume printer that has a build volume of approximately 10 by 10 by 10 cube. This little printer can print up to 450 degrees Celsius. That allows us to print a variety of high-grade engineering plastics, including Ultim and PEEK, which are biocompatible, autoclavable, and incredibly strong materials. We can easily print those on this machine because of the heated build volume, and you can produce engineering-grade components. Last but not least, behind me, you will find our 2 Fusion 3 printers. These workhorse printers are fantastic for printing much larger objects. They have a 14 by 14 by 12-inch build height, and can print a variety of parts incredibly fast. So, such as this impeller that was printed on this machine. Right. And as I mentioned, we also have one other space called the bunker. That's located on the outside of the building with access via a mini loading dock. And we have a video pre-queued up that we're going to show you right now about that space. Welcome to the new Hangar6 metal shop. In here you'll find a variety of equipment, including our fully automated CNC mill, our abrasive blast cabinet, our spray booth, as well as our powder coat oven and our metal fiber laser cutter. We also have welding capabilities out here, and all this equipment is available to our members. This auxiliary space is located on the other end of the building from our new inside Hangar6 space. Excellent. Thank you very much. As I mentioned, we will be taking questions and answers, and I thought we'd go through and quickly recap some of the equipment offerings that we have. 3D printers, as I mentioned, we have 5 3D printers, all with varying levels of resolution. Myself and my staff, we manage the print queue for you. All you have to do is provide us with an STL file. We have pass-through costs for all our filaments. We generally work on a very quick turnaround, and we are looking forward to, in the spring of 2021, to the addition of a new Metal X 3D printer, which will allow us to print a variety of metals, including stainless steel, copper, and some other high-end metals. In the main workspace, as I mentioned, we do have 6 workbenches. We have 12 lockers available, an IP-sensitive secure workshop that's available for rent. We have our high-definition 3D scanner, industrial sewing station, and something we did not showcase in this tour today is that we have a variety of conference rooms available for member usage. You can book time directly with me, and we can make sure that you have a professional-grade conference room available to meet with your clients to meet with your clients or team. In the wood shop, as I mentioned, we have our new cyclone dust collecting system. We have dedicated workbenches, a variety of woodworking equipment, including a chop saw, cabinet grade table saw, a lot of hand tools, everything available. And in the spring of 2021, we will have the addition of a 4x8 alpha shop lot. Next. In the fabrication shop, we have a variety of metalworking equipment, our soldering station, our mini mill, our lathe, and of course our CO2 laser cutter. And in the bunker, our auxiliary shop that's located on the left side of the building, you will find our fully automated CNC mill, our metal fiber laser cutter, our welding, spray booth, and powder coating. And again, training is available and included on all of our equipment to our members. We have a variety of pricing plans available. We have a monthly professional plan at $250 a month. That's training is included. And there's also discounted training on advanced equipment, such as the AlphaBot that has not been added yet. We have 3D printing only available. I apologize, there's just a little mistake there. It's $100 a month for the 3D printing. And there's a separate setup fee available. And then the pass-through costs still apply to all of our printing costs. We have a professional annual plan and a professional team plan. The professional annual plan is per individual. It's $2,500 a year, so it saves you, it's discounted compared to the monthly plan. And then we have the professional team plan, which is also discounted, starting at $6,000 a year for 3 members, scaling up from there. I also want to take this opportunity to highlight the new pilot membership made possible by funds by the NCIDEA Foundation. In collaboration with NCIDEA, Hangar6 is offering 1-month paid memberships to local Triangle entrepreneurs, innovators, and inventors. Applications open today and close December 1st. We highly recommend that everyone applies who thinks you might benefit from Hangar6 and our resource and our staff. And we'll be making announcements shortly after the beginning of December for the receivers of that pilot membership. And again, you can sign up for an in-person tour today. We have tours available going out 7 days in advance. You can just go to calendly.com/Hangar6, and you can book time for a 15-minute tour. And social distancing and masks are required, and we're happy to show you around in person. And we can also set up a time to sit down with you in person and discuss your personal needs and the projects that you're currently working on. One thing I should mention is that we also offer at Hangar6 subsidized design services and job shop services. So if you need, let's say you're an entrepreneur, you have a great idea, but you don't really know anything about CAD, and you don't really have the time to do anything with CAD. We can take your napkin sketch, we can actually develop a CAD model for you that then is ready to 3D print on our machines or help take you to the next step. Or let's say you need a part CNC machined on some of our equipment, but you do not have interest in learning how to use the CNC equipment or the time. Then we offer those services as well, and we can produce those parts and components for you to help you keep moving forward with your project without having to parcel out your time anymore. Thank you very much. Again, at this time, I definitely want to talk about our sponsors who made this possible. Again, special thank you to Alexandria, Caterpillar, EGC, Trig, Touchstone, Hutchinson, NCMEP, NCIDEA Foundation, and the EDA. At this point, I'm happy to take all questions. I do want to encourage everyone to check out our website at hangar6.org. You can schedule a tour directly through Calendly. Apply for the free Hangar6 membership sponsored by NCIDEA. I'm always looking for volunteers here. If you find yourself with some time and you would like to learn some of the equipment and help me out around the shop. We're always looking for sponsors, and I definitely want to highlight that we have a new Facebook group, Hangar6 Advanced Prototyping in the Triangle. Please join that. And we have our meetup group, and stay tuned for upcoming virtual events coming up in the very near future. At this time, I'm happy to take any questions that people might have.
Thank you so much, Sam. I'm seeing a couple questions come in on the Q&A. We have one, can we contract with Hangar6 for design?
Yes, absolutely. One thing that we do say about our design services and our shop services is that those are available to our members only. So the one thing we are definitely not trying to do is compete with local design firms or local engineering firms. But we do want to empower entrepreneurs as much as possible to reduce the hurdles involved in being successful. So having said that, if the project is within our scope, like you need some CAD work done or something along those lines, then as a member, we definitely want to help you out with that. If it's beyond our scope or it's out of our wheelhouse, we can recommend a variety of local, incredibly talented firms that can help you get to the next step in your project.
Great. So we also are getting asked for the link to the application for the free Hangar6 1-month award. And we will send you a link to that. It is actually on our website. Okay. Next question.
Yes, and Krista, I also want to mention that with the NCIDEA, we currently have 3 scholarships available for the 1-month memberships.
Big thank you to NCIDEA.
Yes.
Sam, great tour. Quick question. We have a cloud ERP software and we would like to prototype integrating our software with a 3D printer. Is this something our team can leverage? Hangar6 3D printers for prototyping? Thanks.
Yes, absolutely. That's pretty much exactly what we're here for. We're here to help you figure out your prototyping issues, especially when it comes to 3D printing. And without going too much in detail, it seems like you might want to embed some technology into the 3D printing components. As long as we prepare ahead of time, I think that's something we can definitely accomplish. Or if anything, it's worth sitting down and discussing in detail.
Great. Is the laser cutter the same as the one that was in the old space?
Yes, currently. Currently, we have the same laser cutter. We have upgraded it, and that's actually something I didn't mention, but in 2021, we are planning on upgrading the laser cutter for a new higher-end piece of equipment as well.
And how many current members, trying to measure what the availability of equipment might be?
Well, the one thing I've noticed in all of our time since we've been here, even when we were at 10 members all the way up to well over 40 members, is that because of the booking system, all members, as long as you use the booking system, the equipment is always available for you. There's definitely a lot of time throughout the week, and I have yet to see any issues or bottlenecks caused by that. But one thing I can control is that when I do see a bottleneck on a piece of equipment, I can change the booking process to ensure that everyone has a equal opportunity to use that piece of equipment.
Great. So let's see, I'm gonna go over to the chat now, just in case anyone put any questions there. Thank you so much for all of the really nice comments. I really appreciate all the support. Definitely takes a village. So we have a question. Are you able to provide specs for filament so we can supply a particular color?
Yes, absolutely. Now, the one thing about our filaments is that we do not allow outside filaments on the equipment. One thing I've learned over time is that I only provide the highest grade materials for our 3D printers, and that's something that I will personally purchase, and it becomes part of the shop inventory. Having said that, if there is a specific color that you need or specific material, I will do my best to accommodate you. We do have a variety of materials already in stock, as well as a variety of colors, but if there's something specific that you need, absolutely, I'll do my best to accommodate you.
All right, we have another question from our friend Jim. Great update, Sam. Does the Hangar6 team have expertise in microelectronics prototyping or contracts with local resources with that expertise?
Yes. So we are definitely a small operation right now. But having said that, we do have contracts and close ties with a variety of specialists in the area, including electrical engineers, mechanical engineers, and a variety of other specialists who we can bring in to help work on a project together for you. And if it's something that's out of our wheelhouse, out of our a specialty, then we can make recommendations and introductions to locals in the area that can more than help you meet your needs for your project.
Great. And I don't see any more questions. Just want to give everybody one more chance. If any more questions? Oh, one just popped up here. Sam, thank you for your answer to my earlier question. Can you share contact details on how we can set up a call to learn more about ERP integration with 3D printers?
Yes, absolutely. I'll make sure that in the follow-up to this email, you will find my contact information available for anyone to book time directly with me for a conference call, a Zoom call, or an in-person meetup to discuss the needs of your project.
Great. And we just got asked, can we get a copy of the recording to share with my team? And I'll go ahead and answer that. And the answer is yes. We have recorded this session and we will be sending that out later today.
Yes. And one other thing I want to mention is that we do have a new program that will happen monthly called Talking Shop. Our first one is scheduled to happen in a couple of weeks. Please keep a lookout for that invitation. For now, we're going to do these virtually. But during Talking Shop, we'll basically highlight current members and the projects that they've been able to successfully create here at Hangar6. We'll be focusing on their project needs and how we were able to meet those needs. Everyone is welcome to attend, and hopefully in the near future, we'll be able to do all this in person.
I look forward to that.
Yes.
Okay, we got another request. From Kelly, I joined a couple minutes late. Will you talk more about grant writing guidance today? Do you want me to go ahead? Okay.
Yes,
so,
please do.
So we have wonderful partners with Eva Garland Consulting that provide specific help for through the EDA resources for grant writing assistance. So if you are looking for assistance with that, please feel free to just reach out to Sam or I directly. I'll put my email address in the chat box here, and we can get you connected with them. Okay. Anything else? Let's see. All right, I don't see any more questions. Just want to say thank you so much. Big thank you to Sam. Great tour. We appreciate you and all you're doing for our entrepreneur community. Thank you all for attending today. Hopefully you learned something new, and we look forward to, of course, having you take a tour socially distanced and safely in person. Again, just a reminder to keep connected with us. Look at our social media sites. Please feel free to reach out via email or feel free to even call us. We'd love to help you. Thank you so much, and we'll talk to you again soon.